Hey guys, Brandon from Grimdark Australia here, and today we're going to go through a quick tutorial on painting your Dark Angels without an airbrush. Step 1. Get a paintbrush that you don't mind having a little bit damaged. This could be as simple as a dry brushing paintbrush or any other old paintbrush that you have lying around. Now take your Vallejo dark green, apply it to the paintbrush and begin our stippling method as such. Now this isn't dry brushing where we rub from side to side. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be dabbing straight up and down to make our transitions and blend our colours. The goal of this is to build up a smooth transition from our dark black into our dark green colours, and this is going to help us build up our layers to brighten up our armour. So as you can see here, I'm using the dark green colour, but I'm getting a little bit thicker with the usage as I move away from the black. The reason for this is that the black is meant to be the shadow of our base colour, the dark green being the base colour. As we move away from the shadowed areas, we're going to just have a solid coverage of this dark green, as you can see here. So as you can see guys, we're getting a smooth transition from our black power armor all the way up into our dark green. So once we're done with our dark green, we're now going to be using Vallejo's olive green. And what we're going to do is follow the same method and stipple that up the armor approximately halfway. This time we're aiming for a similar result we used with black to dark green, but now we're using dark green to green olive. Now while you're doing this guys, if you find that the olive green is looking a little bit patchy and it's not quite smooth enough, you can go back in with the dark green and you can add that to that mid-tone area there. This will help give a smoother transition from the dark to lights. And then once you're done with that, go back in and adjust your olive green a little bit more if you feel the need to. You can go and enforce that olive green up the top there to make it that little bit brighter. So while we're watching this, I want to take the time to say that just because you're not using an airbrush doesn't mean you can't achieve fantastic results with a paintbrush. Yes, it might take a little bit more work, but quite personally, I feel like the paintbrush is giving you that little bit of extra control, and if you take your time with it, you can get amazing results. So once we're done with that colour, we're going to be coming back in with Vallejo's Duck Egg Green. This is going to be our top highlight colour, and we're going to put it anywhere where light would hit hardest on the power armour. So like before guys, you can go back through and smooth that out a little bit more if you feel like it's looking a little patchy, just going between the colours of the olive green and the duck egg green. So once you've gotten to a stage that you're happy with your power armor, and you've done your chipping, your transfers and based out all your other colours, we're now going to be doing a unifying wash. For this, we'll be using Abtalung 502's Smoke. You're going to want to mix this down in a 50-50 ratio with some Artist White Spirits. This can be picked up at most hobby stores or any artist supply stores. So I'm just doing this directly on this test piece, but you would obviously do this in like a small jar or a plastic lid or something like that. Once you've got that mixed down to the right ratio that you're happy with, we're going to apply this all over the model. Once we're done with that, we're going to be taking a Q-tip loaded up with white spirits and we're going to start dabbing away at our model. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to move the oils away from the highlighted areas and let it seep into the recesses to give us a smooth fade from our bright greens to our black. So once all those white spirits have dried up, you can then have a look at your model and see what it looks like from there. If you want to bring out those bright contrasting colours even more, you can go back in with a Q-tip and mineral spirits again and just dab away at the tops, bringing out those highlights and cleaning them up a little bit more. Just try to leave a lot of the oil in the recesses to give you that smooth transition from black shadows to bright green. This has been a quick tutorial for you guys without an airbrush. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions.